Who from my city make hits like this? Get money, have fun, keep it lit like this. FNG, they be on the same shit. Me, Barry Bonds, and I think that's it. They do not want to see a nigga live. Got me fucked up, I just might switch. I'm fed up, I just might glitch. Bitch ass niggas can't blackball shit. If you can't keep me, you can suck my dick. Put your hands on a woman, you can suck my dick. Won't see another day, you do something to a kid. Make me wanna beat a nigga up real quick. Can I take a minute just to catch my breath? It's snakes in the grass, gotta watch our step. She said, did you get my text? Let's have SEX. Where to find women at from the East Coast, West and the South, ooh, I love those. Midwest and around the globe. Let me see you touch your toes. Left to right, now stop then pose. Now turn up, put on a show. Why you so far? I need you close. Now press play, record, upload. Can I take a minute just to talk my shit? Cause this West Coast shit got a nigga real sick. Rent too high, niggas can't pay shit. Can't park nowhere, everybody bit. Getting tired of these damn politics. How niggas show love, get treated like a bitch. I need to vent or somebody getting stripped. So can I take a minute just to...
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Bro, that's crazy. Why y'all didn't offer me a shot, man?
Oh my bad.
I want to take a shot.
You don't drink, Stunnaman.
That's crazy,
Do you drink?
bro. I'll take a shot with y'all.
Hey,
Okay, you want bourbon
it's a party.
or you want some,
That's tequila?
mezcal, so.
Yeah, I'll take the mezcal.
Mezcal. You fuck with mezcal?
I just like, it's tequila, right?
Yeah, it's a smoky tequila.
I just like agave-based products better, just because agave is more healthier. So if I am going to drink, you know. Bourbon is cool, though, but I just don't like the way whiskey and darker liquor takes me. Sometimes I feel like it makes me more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I need to be like West Coast one time.
I feel it.
Yeah, that's just me, though.
I sip on bourbon. I just sip on it neat like an old man.
OG.
An old man.
I feel like
who's
that's
just...
what they had in the Westerns, like, you know what I'm saying? They used to be like before they started a whole ass gunfight, so I don't want to, you know what I mean?
They're like, I don't want no trouble.
Yeah. I'm just playing. Nah, you can just do you, man.
Oh,
hey,
dude.
this is the first podcast I ever drank on, so, man, let's have a toast.
Dude, a
toast.
To
Hey,
West Coast and Stunnaman.
Yeah, man. Shout out to E40. He told me this one. He's like, I'm not above you. I'm not below you. I'm right next to you, man.
Wow, shout
Toast
out,
to
man.
wealth, health, and still winning.
We still winning.
Still winning. Dude,
Bitch,
what?
nigga, eat a salad.
Yeah.
The amount of times in preparation for this podcast that I've heard your voice in my ears tell me that we're still winning.
Pause. No, I'm just playing. That's all love.
No, dude, it is all love. Like, I get so hyped just working out to your music.
Thank you, man.
Man, and also like
Looking swole, man.
I'm trying, dude.
You been eating salads?
I've been eating salads for like over a decade, man.
Come
long
on,
time.
Stunna, let them know, man.
Oh, dude.
So you gotta get where to get. Show them the goods, man.
Profile, but we got your Asian style.
Wow. For my people, we just call those style
Eat a
chicken
salad,
salads.
man. Yeah.
That's hella funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to E Money S Fit for grabbing the salads for us.
Thank you.
Eat a Salad S Fit running challenge happening right now.
Yes, sir.
If you missed this one, you can always sign up for the next one.
What is it? 43 miles in how many days?
45 miles in 3 weeks, so
In
15
3
miles a
weeks.
week. Shout out to S Fit for being a sponsor behind that, getting us right. You get when you sign up, you get a S Fit water bottle,
Wow.
and we just want to promote phases of health. So when we was doing this, there's 6 phases of natural doctors of life. You got nutrition or diet, you got physical fitness or exercise, you got sunlight, which is nature, you got sleep or rest. You got stress level, and of course, one of the last most important ones, the one I always forget, is, what was it? I said sleep, stress level, nutrition, diet, sunlight, and then the 6th doctor is, dang, I always forget it. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I said sleep.
Oh.
It's so you got. Oh, look at it! I got it in my hand.
Water.
I got it in my
water.
hand. That's crazy.
That's the 6th one.
Yeah, it's hydration.
Man, you got
feel
a
me?
whole lot of wisdom to you, dude.
I be learning, bro. I be learning from you, man.
From me, you just met me, and I didn't really do much today. I just offered up my home.
Nah, you know what? You taught me hospitality.
I appreciate
That's
that.
what you taught me.
So it's great.
That's the way I was grown. You said you knew I was Filipino from a mile away, and I was just like, it's usually my hospitality or my nose that gives it away.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the nose. I was thinking about the smooth melanated skin. You know what I'm
My
saying?
skin tone, yeah. I used to be so much darker than this, dude. When I was growing up, I got to a certain like
pigment where people call me the purple guy.
For real? Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, purple is, I got purple on. That's one of the highest vibrational colors that we could perceive. You know what I'm saying? In terms of frequency before you go to enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? It's also the highest hue that we can see before you can't see any type of color. You know what I'm saying? We see in a spectrum.
purple's a good one.
Nah,
Purple's
for sure,
a good
man.
one.
And you just came from Miami, man. We heard you
Dude,
came from Miami.
man, Miami was nuts, but it's a blessing to go from vacation to just like talking with some dope ass people like you like this.
Hell yeah, man.
So shout out to both of y'all. Shout out to Salads. Shout out to Eat a Salad. Shout out to
Salad.
making movements, not necessarily just music, dude.
Of course, man.
Yeah, man. Like I've been it's been dope preparing for this because in listening to your music, I'm hearing West Coast on those tracks as well, dude.
Man, much love to you. Much love to you.
Oh man, and you were just playing
He's
my
a
piano
superstar,
downstairs.
Yeah.
You were killing that motherfucking thing.
That's love, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Man,
Like,
we've been
what
doing,
a life I lived.
we've been doing the music for a minute now, man. We've really been putting it together. Got a chance to lock in with Stunnaman. We got more music
Wow.
coming out very soon. You know
How
what I'm saying?
soon? Like, what are we talking?
We gonna have the summer on lock for sure.
Uh-huh.
We'll have the summer on lock. So that's all I can say.
Okay,
You
so
know
just
what I'm
like a
saying?
little
yeah, just a
little hint of what's to come.
Little sneak peek, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we really been working hard. We really been putting the music production together. Really been focused on the sound.
Yeah.
And really been focused on what is gonna hit internationally.
Wow.
Internationally over not just the West Coast, but for the whole world. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? So
I mean, like,
Making
it's
movements.
there, dude. I mean, it's as someone that's been bumping some Bay Area music for a minute, doing this podcast and having like a lot of like Bay Area artists on here. There's a lot of fucking slappers here. Like I was playing Roll With It.
Come on, shout out Lil Kayla,
Yo,
shout out
Lil
Drew
Kayla,
Banger.
man.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? And like he was saying, it's a movement, man. We having fun with it. I'm gonna say this one time so you could get a real sound bite. One more again of the 6 doctors of life. So you got water, that's hydration. You got diet, you feel me? Bitch, nigga, eat a salad. You got exercise, that's working out. You got sunlight, you got stress level, and you got sleep. Sleep and relaxation is important, you feel me? I had that say that in a row. So when you want to sit down and know what are the 6 doctors of life, the holistic ways to allow you to navigate life and be at your best health in every way, your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological, moral, financial, environmental, that's life theory. How do these intertwine so you can feel divine? That is the 6 doctors of life, you know what I mean? So I had to say that before we moved on real quick. I wanted to say that.
No, that shit's important, man. Health is wealth, like you just said. I mean, and all of those. I'm lacking in sleep for sure because I came from Miami.
Nah, but sometimes I feel like it's a gauge. It's like, think of it as like you're a genius. You told me you were a whole ass scientist. You know what I mean? I studied neurological psychology in school. So it's like when you told me like you say you're a biochemist, right?
Yeah, I studied biochemistry.
Bro, that's raw to me because like
Thank you.
I got a bachelor's degree in science.
Dude, you talk about,
You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
congratulations. You said you're the first one in your line of in your
Man,
lineage
I'm one
of family.
Man, I'm the first person to get a 4-year degree on my part of my family, my immediate family. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the first people in my neighborhood to graduate college. So it's like, it's huge. That's a big deal to me. Shout out to my homie Cream. He got a master's degree in business, but even with science, my lady's dad, he's a whole ass engineer. So he focuses on science. So, I think it's dope. I just, I don't want to butcher his name, but he works for Walt Disney. One of the people who, the second person in the Walt Disney Hall of Fame is a black man, and he developed over 100 patents on different type of things. A whole ass genius and scientist. You know what I mean?
Wow,
So
look at that, dude. Not only have you accomplished things in life in just the music realm, but acting realm, but also like academically, like you're just a well-rounded individual, dude, and you killing the game.
man, I'm just having fun at the end of the day. Like, we all here for a purpose. And, sometimes I was jaded by chasing women or chasing like things that are short-term rewards, chasing the thing that's right in front of you. But we understand that when you do that, you run in a rat race. Yeah. When you compare yourself, comparison is a thief for all joy. Yeah. When you worrying about what everybody else doing, you don't worry about what you doing. The losers focus on the winners focus on winning. That's why I'm always able to clap for whoever I see winning. That's why I'm able to be with a superstar like West Coast. I could come on your podcast and come in your home and just feel motivated, inspired. I feel like, man, this is dope. This is a friend that I didn't know I had my whole life, but he reminds me of so many people that I've experienced in my life, all put into one. Is just like, man, you can experience these amazing relationships and really enjoy people and be inspired by people when you understand your purpose and you're not over here looking at this person. You're not looking at the short term, you're looking at the long term, or you're just looking at how can I impact life.
Dude, you're such an interesting individual. Like, I think right off the bat, like, even though we were like messaging each other about setting this up, I felt immediately comfortable when you said "what's up" to me, because after
What up, my boy? Hey.
after we dabbed it up, you tried tickling me. You said, "Are you ticklish?"
Yeah, I said tickle everybody.
I said, "Yeah," and you said, "That's good."
And when I learned in life is all gangsters is ticklish. So when I tickled him, I was like, okay, he a part of the Filipino Mafia. I knew often this he a Manila member. You know what I mean?
Dude,
you know
easily.
what I'm saying? Manila members who pursue magandas.
Yeah, if I wasn't in California doing biotech, and if I was back at the motherland, I'd probably be part of the mafia.
For sure, man. And
Yeah.
just enjoying life. And everybody knows the Manila Mafia, or just understanding Filipino culture, man, we know that a part of being in the Mafia and Pinoy culture, you have to exhibit some affluence in the arts.
Yeah.
So you might be sing. It's like every person I met that's connected to Pinoy culture, they could sing, they could dance, they can paint, and I think that's so beautiful. We even see one of the greats, Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, yeah.
he's an artist with his fighting style, but also he could sing too.
Oh, yeah, after
Everybody
his
don't know
fights.
about
He is an
Manny.
artist.
He be singing,
Dude, after his fights, he'll have like a black eye and he'll be like, "This Saturday, come join me for my concert. I'll be singing the classics." No originals, just this guy doing like karaoke in front of hundreds of people.
And it's beautiful, man.
It is beautiful. To answer your question, I'm tied with singing. I grew up
dope.
with my dad was a singer. He taught
we
me
get you
his
on a
ways
song?
through. What's up?
Can we get you on a song?
Come on,
Dude,
man.
I'm nervous. I mean, like,
But nervous is good because it means you care.
Oh, dude, I say that all the time. Because Tony Bennett says that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but shout out Tony Bennett.
He's the guy that sings "I Left My Heart in San Francisco." Shout out to SF. That's Tony
How I'm
Bennett.
from the city, I don't even know that, man.
Dude, nah, so what I grew up with was a lot of jazz, a lot of oldies, because that's what my dad had me listen and grow up to. And so, and then later on in life, growing up in Pittsburgh, I started listening to a lot of rap and R&B, which is where our worlds collide and whatnot.
I can't wait to introduce you to CJ, bro.
Dude,
You
would
and
love
CJ
to.
going, bro. Y'all gonna hit it up, but keep going, please.
Nah, I mean, just like I've talked about it before with artists, but like, how blessed are we to be individuals that are infatuated with the arts, and as opposed to, not to throw shade on those that don't take interest in the arts, but like, how dope is it that you get to wake up and make music, and you get to wake up and act, and you get to wake up and do all these things, man. Like, same with West Coast over here, just the way that you were playing those keys and the way that you do music.
No, it's wrong.
I just met
This
you.
salad is delicious, stuff, man.
Hey, shout out to E Money for bringing the salads in.
These are
E-Money
hefty
in the
salads.
building.
Now I told her not to get my homie, big homie, edited by Chaz. He was like, bro, you got to get away from that iceberg lettuce, because that's what cancer causing lettuce. It has too much pesticides. It's also, I think, GMO. You know, and it's not bad to be human created. You know, because spinach is human created. You know, so that doesn't mean you don't have nutrients, but sometimes when you have certain products that are GMO, genetically modified, they do induce. So I'll go into this, and I'm gonna get back to giving West Coasters praise and getting back into the duality of what it is to be artistic and live within the realm of technology and sciences. But you know, we understand. We hear Marcus. Shout out Marcus Garvey, but we hear George Washington Carver. And, you know, when you hear his name, you usually only think of peanut butter. Yeah. But George Washington Carver, what he also did was mass produce medicine. He found a way of how you can multiply medicine so that there can be not just the medicine that you make, but a large stockpile of it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, a lot of the methods that he used were put into our food to genetically modify the food. So just to get into a foundational principle, if you create something that mass produces medicine and then you eat it, and this thing that mass produces medicine, it mass produces atoms, it mass produces cells, what happens to your body if you put it in your body and it can mass produce your cells? Now, we understand what is the mass production of cells? It's cancer. So at the end of the day, so when you eat these products that are GMO, genetically modified, the reason why it's dangerous is not because it's necessarily human made, even though you want to have the most natural thing. I always agree with that. But, you know, we live in a society where a lot of things, we go to grocery store to get food. We, you know, so at the end of the day, it's as best as we can. But what I'm saying is why GMO is bad is because it mass produces your cells, and the mass production of cells is cancer. Yeah. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you want to, if you want to, we want to be as healthy as possible. You know, it's only as so far you could go with that. So I just hope everybody was able to, I translated that knowledge in a proper way so it can be understood, so we can avoid these things that possibly might be adverse to our health, as well as amplify our overall quality of life. Because, you know, when you're at dis-ease, that creates disease. And, you know, the opposite of illness is wellness. So when you feeling well, you know what I mean? Man, you do well. But shout out to West Coast, man. I'm thankful to just be in his presence. You know, I always, you know, I challenge him a lot because he's such a superstar. But, you know, even with his name, I told him change his name to DJ Global, DJ Universal. I'm happy he didn't listen to me because he actually helped center me. So we can represent this West Coast the right way, because this is our region, even though the earth is our turf. And I love hearing him, you know, connect to instruments when he gets into a place, because whether it's on the drums, the piano, whether he starts singing, everybody don't even know he can sing. Watch when he starts singing, my boy. And, you know, it really brings me to a center, like, because I feel like I'm always doing so many different things. I'm addicted to my phone. I'm always on it too much, or I'm always over here. When I hear him, you know, do his thing on the keys, it brings me to the present. I'm like, damn, that's God. And even it's a full circle moment. People don't know me and West Coast went to the same church, not at the same time, but shout out to Pastor Reams, EC Reams Church. I used to live in East Oakland in the Grooms. So, you know, at the end of the day, like, this is a divine connection. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even coming to what you were saying about, you know, living in the arts, and you have to have that connection to the arts so you can understand the true beauty of what life has for us, what the present has for us. And I feel like you're a unique individual, myself as well, because we have a talent for science, but we still have that connection to, oh man, even though I do biochemistry as my job, or I went to school for this, I still love singing. And my dad taught me to sing, and I still got a podcast. And I feel like when you do that, you live on the full cycle of life. You live on a full spectrum of life. You're able to enjoy the whole, what life really has for you. You know what I mean? So, you know, I went on a rant right there, but, you know, it was necessary to appreciate the present and where we at right now. You know what I mean?
Now, you hit so many points that, like, I'm grateful for. Like, it's I do feel blessed that I grew up in a household that did push education on me, because you know, it's not necessary to get that piece of paper for everyone, but for some people it means the world. It's an accomplishment. And I was able to experience the sciences, and now I understand that my 9 to 5 isn't what I'm in love with, and what I'm in love with is like having dope ass people over and having dope conversations like this. But
it's those passions that wake you up in the morning, man.
Yeah,
you know what
dude.
I'm saying? It's like in connection with what Stunnaman was saying earlier. As far as like with art, we take this art so serious because it's something that we're passionate about.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying? And this podcast is something that you're passionate about. You know, we do a lot of work because we have life that we have to deal with. Like, everyone has their own life. Yeah. Everybody has to build up from someplace in life. But it's our passions and those connections to our passions, to those passions that make us better people. It makes you want to get better at something. It makes you want to grow. It makes you want to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's, thank you. And then as humans, that's our purpose, is to be born onto this earth and to grow, multiply, and evolve with the generation. You know what I'm saying? But it starts with those passions that you're speaking about.
Dude, these passions are irreplaceable. Like what you guys are doing with music, since music is an art and an art is subjective. Like, not gonna lie, my position at my job, I'm replaceable. Like, someone could do my job, but no one else could be a DJ Westcoast. No one else could be Stunnaman02, you know? And the music that you make is immortalized.
Nobody else could be a Christian.
Yeah, you're right,
well,
man.
Technically, you can be a Christian. You just got to believe in Jesus. But I mean, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gotta make you an artist name.
Dude, I think I was just telling you guys before this when Frack made me invite me to go to that event in
out
Oakland.
Frack, man.
Shout out to Frack.
I want to give a
dude.
shout out to Frack. I want to give a shout out to all the beautiful women, the amazing women that help assist us and inspire us every day. And I also want to say, man, it's beautiful when not always is it your passion aligns with your purpose, but it's beautiful when your purpose aligns with your passion.
Oh, yeah.
And this is dope. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, get into Frack. Give him his flowers. Give him
Dude,
his flowers.
Frack,
Pause.
first of all.
I said get into Frack. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Frack came through. By the time this episode drops, his episode will be out. So watch that thing. It's so
Please,
dope.
run that up. Man, Frack need to go viral. Let's make Frack go viral.
Let's do it,
Come
man.
on,
That
man.
is such a talented man and so funny
Cool
at the
dude,
same
too.
time. And like the ability to freestyle at that level, as someone that's been freestyling as a kid, that is just, I'm just so appreciative of it.
He's dope.
Dude, but like to get back to it, like when he came on and he invited me to go to this freestyling event in Oakland, and we signed up. I'm just this nervous guy who showed up by myself. I'm not a
You're
rapper.
Not nervous. You excited.
I'm excited. I'm just this excited the guy who showed up to Oakland. You're right.
With a nice smile. Show the world. Show the world your smile,
There we
man.
go. There it is.
Come on, man.
But they
Yeah,
asked
man.
for my name, and like my personal Instagram handle is Christian has asthma. So that's how I presented myself when I went up.
That's
was
dope.
Christian has asthma because the
Christian has asthma.
That's
Yeah.
so easy to remember, bro.
I know, that really
I
is,
remember
like-
that forever, bro. That's it.
Now I'm just sitting on that because usually we get gifted a name, and I'm like, man, you already got your name because that's how I got Stunnaman02.
yeah.
It was an AIM name, but I was given the name Stunnaman02. I self-proclaimed my name Jay Stunna back in 2007 where we made a group called Baddies that was rebranded to Still Winning. Can you hit that for me? Thank you. Appreciate you, sexy. But when we rebranded to Still Winning, still the origin of the stunner, like, living the stunner life. And, when you're a stunner, it's not necessarily you always stunning with material.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's your internal that shines brighter than one of my homies. Shout out to Jess. He had got out of jail, and I used to take him to work out. And when he got out, he was like, man, a lot of people was telling me that being physically fit and having true harmony in yourself and being in shape, having wellness, it shines brighter than jewelry. So, I don't know. I was going to try to I was going to give you a name, but I'm like, man, Christian has asthma. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? And it's even then, it's like, I even think you can make a play on it one time. Like when if you ever start doing live performances, I wouldn't suggest this, but it could bring, awareness to how important asthma is. Like you can be in your live performance and have like an asthma attack. Like, I was gassing too much. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's dope. Like I'm a paradox. So I like bringing like crazy ideas to the helm in order to act as a Trojan horse or add shock value so you can listen to the message. Give the candy so you can take the medicine. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, when you're doing that already. I mean,
thank
like
you,
you
man.
once again, like you're making movements, bro, not just music. And that's like what,
Thank you, man.
look at how many people in the world do you think have increased their uptake in salads ever since you dropped Eat a Salad, man?
Man.
Like
I
it's a
know
whole
I
thing.
have. I know I personally.
It's a thing.
I produced a track. Honestly, I didn't know what was going to come from it when we first paused. I didn't know what was going to come from that track. When we put that together, I'm like, Eat a Salad.
Man, that story was interesting. You remember that? So we was in West Oakland, Lower Bottoms, Peralta Street. The homie Cam live over there. So I pulled up, and when I got there, I be late sometimes, but then I'm timeless. So yeah, as hard as I am on myself, pause about being late, I like to be, timely because so I could take advantage of every opportunity.
Yeah.
This time I showed up early. Feel me? I was looking fly. We shot a video to one of my songs, talk about it, just some short form content of me rapping. Shout out to Cam, shout out to Taheen, shout out to Too Easy. But Cam,
Easy.
come on, it's too easy. Hey man, they got a replica stunner to do the tag, man. Y'all not cool for that, man. Y'all got to get a real stunner, but. Nah, shout out to them. Cam shot the video for me. Then it was just a moment when he was shooting it, somebody came and say, "What's up? I remember that song. We shot this song, talk about it." That's the first song I released independently. You know, I went to New York the day I released it. I was out there and I was just mobbing in the Bronx or with some folks from the Bronx, and we just sliding through New York. And like, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm at home. Like, y'all never met me and y'all showing me the city. And we did like 10 things in 2 hours. I was like, oh, New York is different. I love New York. But we, after that, West Coast and Taheem pulled up. And then before we went to go produce the song, it just so happened that where the homie Cam stayed at, it was a halfway house. And when we was at this halfway house, we talked to a brother, OG, who had been incarcerated for 30 years. But you couldn't tell by his demeanor, by his diction, is just the way he was talking. He was just telling us about life and what not to do, but also what to do. And he was just kind of preaching to us. And I was like, damn, like we was just soaking it up. And it's funny because I used to ride around sometimes because I'm really a fat dude at heart. Like,
you don't look like
I'm a true
bro.
fat boy, but shout out to Pop Warner. You used to have to play by weight limit in Pop Warner, and that taught me diet discipline. You know what I mean? And I had to learn how to trade my snacks in for something else. And, you know, I wasn't always perfect growing up. I had my weak moments, but, you know, as an adult, I've been able to discipline myself with diet because really in terms of you want to manage and control how you look, and how, in terms of mass, it's all diet because working out just formulates. My homie Taylor Johns, he's a professional basketball player. Shout out Tay Bang. He's playing in Indonesia right now. He told me when you're working out, that's shaping up what you already got. But 80-90% of what you look like is actually your diet. How your skin looks, how you feel, even how you smell is your diet.
Oh, yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
You can tell when someone's only been eating Doritos and drinking Coca-Cola because the minute that they go out in the sun and they perspire, they start smelling like Doritos and Coca-Cola.
But what you call it? What's her name?
That's it. It's that Doritos and Coke.
What was the chick on TikTok? It was just like ice cream so good. You remember her name?
No.
Yeah. I don't remember her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Pinky Doll, bro. She showed what she ate. Bro, Pinky Doll, Sweetie, all these women, I don't know how y'all eating this stuff and y'all still look how y'all look. Y'all still like, bro,
dude,
what's going on?
You know what's on my my Instagram algorithm right now? Are fucking mukbangs. You guys know what mukbangs are?
Yeah,
all these Korean
that's a
people.
crazy orgy.
It's crazy,
Food orgy.
dude, man. Like that many hot dogs and one 4'11" Korean woman.
Bro, that's crazy.
Puts that
like,
shit down and she's still 98 pounds. Like,
genetic.
It's crazy.
Wasn't the top, I don't know if you remember this growing up, but wasn't the top food eater was like a Korean dude? Like, he used to eat all them hot dogs?
I think it was
stuff?
Japanese.
Japanese. You know
I don't
what I'm
know.
saying?
And he was
Excuse
still
me.
super petite and he was
Bro,
still.
that's crazy. Genetics. And even my homie Milk, he's one of our engineers, and he's just a dope talent. He was in the movie Last Black Man with me. If you remember the dude that had he had the tattoos on his head. He was like the leader of the Greek chorus. That was our cohort. Bro, I don't know how he do it, bro. He eat whatever he want. He got a 6-pack, bro.
No, that's
I'm
so
like,
unfair,
Milk,
dude.
how do you do this, Milk? Like, I'm like, man, and it's so crazy to me.
Dude, I'll drive past a Burger King and I'll gain weight. You know, I'll stand next to a French fry. That shit hits me in the love handle. I don't know how. Like my metabolism is so slow.
That's hella funny. You should be a comedian, bro.
I tried, dude. Have you ever tried stand up comedy? That shit's
nah.
crazy.
I don't think I think I would definitely be able to do it, but I would prefer just to be funny when I'm not supposed to be funny. I think that's more my lane.
I feel
like with music, that was the art I chose to kind of like, okay, I'm gonna work at being good at this, and it's not necessarily automatically natural. Like, I gotta convince people I'm good at this. Acting is more one of those things where like, okay, I'm naturally great at this. My lady to the side, she's also a naturally great actress.
Nice.
You know, West Coast, he's worked his way to be like a naturally great musician. So like, I think West Coast has that talent where he's like, you know, Drew Banger calls it, and I want to come back to that Roll With It and talk about that song as well.
Yes, please.
Drew Banger calls it entertaining on cue. And I feel like my entertaining on cue quality is acting. Like I can be asleep and I wake up and we can go do a scene. I feel like West Coast could wake out a scene, do a piano. Wow. I feel like Erica's a trained opera singer, so like I feel like she could wake up out of nowhere and sing opera and act. Like it's just natural.
That's incredible.
So, you know, I think that's dope. But like to circle it back, like I don't think comedy is my like just natural talent. I'm just funny sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, and I just happen to have some humor in me.
Sometimes that's like where the best comedy comes, is when you're not trying at all.
Exactly.
Like there's a angle of my comedy where like I'm being funny and I don't know it. And
But
that's
now
probably,
you know comedic timing, bro, because even in this podcast, you didn't say some stuff, or you didn't have like the wit to like be like, oh, and you're not like some people are like self sabotaging or I forgot what it's called, like, but they put themselves down.
Detrimental.
Yeah,
self-detrimental.
And then other people are like they're jabbing you, like they treat comedy like a real punchline, like they saying you're like very comedic timing where you know you have quick response time, but also like you kind of say something and then a joke comes perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just pretty dope, man.
I appreciate you. Like, what a hype man over here. I need you to just like to just tell me these things while I'm working out at the gym, or
That's
like
good, man.
Or if you know, I'm engaged now, but if I'm on the first date, I need Stunnaman right there, like at the
Got you, man.
opposite end of the restaurant.
If you working out, listen to the Project Hard Hits.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was listening to, like literally right before y'all came.
Oh, man, that's raw. West Coast got production on that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to It's Expensive. That's Expensive. Raimi and his cohort, they got production on that. Jit and a couple other people. Forgive me if I don't mention you. Too Easy got production on that. We got I believe Remedy. He got some production on that. We just having fun.
Dude, you guys are having fun with some of the best people. I mean, you got West Coast on it. You've been doing a hella shit with Drew Banger. You've been doing you did a whole project with Quake Beats.
Drew, we got projects with Clayton Williams.
Yes.
Drew Banger. Wait. We got to drop that West Coast Stunner.
West Coast Stunner coming
That's on the
real
way,
soon.
bro.
So
wait,
we gonna
like
have
a whole
summer
project?
lot.
Yeah, like that's, man, it's crazy because we probably got like 5.
We have about 5 songs.
Probably,
Wow.
I might
that.
be hyping it. Yeah, so, and honestly, that's on me because we need to make more music together. So let's turn this
And
up.
it'll come.
We've been putting together a lot of projects together, just period. But as far as music between me and him, we have a couple tracks together that's ready for the streets for sure. We just everything in its proper timing.
Nah,
Yeah,
for sure, man.
yeah.
Timing is big for sure,
That's
man.
all it is. I mean, like, you dropped hella in 2023 already.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I mean, if this thing is coming in 2024, I'm waiting for that too.
Nah,
But
for sure. And I kind of found my formula is interesting. We was talking about that earlier. It's like understanding like Stunnaman02 Still Winning. What I do is a movement. And, you know, I'm unorthodox in my dropping. So it might not be the best for me to drop a whole bunch of catalog and get people to digest it. My thing might be like, okay, let me take this one thing and maximize it. When we did with Big Steppin' was Big Step. I Got to Feel It project with Quake Beats was dope, but Big Steppin' was the standout song. And then I listened to people's advice that was around me at the time, and I maximized it. We shot a music video. I pushed it for over 800 days to get people to be able to comprehend, oh, this is a dope song. And then with Eat a Salad, understanding that, oh, I'm making this project called 6 Doctors of Life to, you know, with intention, you know, with purpose, and then understanding like, oh, wait, just eating healthy alone is a movement.
Yeah.
Let's push into that movement, you know what I'm saying, and push that movement. And now I'm understanding that, at least with me, I create movements. Still Winning is a movement. Stunnaman02 is a movement. Big Steppin' is a movement. Still a movement, excuse me. And a crazy thing is, man, I'm excited for the Houston Texans because the head coach, D'Amico Ryans, he used to coach for the 49ers. You got CJ out there going crazy, but Joe Mixon and Stephon Diggs just so happen to be on the team now. And these are 2 people who pushed the Big Steppin' movement hard in 2022. Pause. So it's like at the end of the day, like I'm like, man, this is a dream come true. And I'm saying that to say because we create movements just like Eat a Salad.
dude, it's spreading so far to the point. Like, what was cool is that you shared that Brilliant Idiots, Charlamagne the God, and
shout out
Andrew
to them.
Schultz, man.
Yeah.
They were checking your shit out, and they were fucking with it. Like, it
thankful.
was, and because, you know, Andrew Schultz is like one of the top comedians right now, and Charlamagne the God with the Breakfast Club has been one of the top people, personalities out there. And for them to have seen this movement that you created, that y'all created together, it's Dude, that is so cool, man. I was like,
shout out to On the Radar too.
man, and On the Radar.
Yeah, On the Radar.
They going crazy.
Thing, man.
Yeah, On the Radar, bro. Like that's one of like I just shouted out a couple platforms on Twitter the other day, but On the Radar, like just to see, shout out Gabe P and his team, like the impact that they have on artists, and I feel like us going on there was dope because they already had hella other artists on there. They had Drake on there.
Yeah, man.
Combination.
Yeah.
But I think going on the Radar, getting the opportunity, shout out to Tay Millhouse. She's out in Vegas in front of Bay, who linked me up with Gabe P and his team. Us going on there and being able to impact the way we did, Gabe giving us an opportunity, it showed people how dope, not only dope Gabe was, but it showed artists like, man, you can be independent and going crazy and you can have something that impacts like this.
Yeah.
Now, and it's like, man, On the Radar, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the best platforms I've been on. Just in terms of the energy, in terms of how they shoot everything, in terms of their intention and their impact. So,
once you see that green background, you know what it is.
and it's healthy, man.
You know what it is. And like how much they've been pushing your thing.
Man, they show love, like for real.
It was funny though, because it's like the Eat a Salad movement kind of matches their overall thing.
dude.
It was green already.
Yeah, man.
The background was green. You was rapping about salad.
About greens, yeah. About how it's a metaphor for everything.
I advise all artists to do this when you're making music. Before you even get started, you definitely should set the intention. And what I mean by set the intention is before you start touching any instruments or any production materials, before you even start writing, let the universe know what you want to come from what you're doing. So, and pause, what to come from what you're doing. Hey, is what it is. Cameron and Mace, man. Shout out to Stat Baby. They got me saying this Paul stuff heavy. We used to say it a lot back in the day, and even a bigger connection is they from Harlem. I'm from Fillmore, San Francisco, California. But a lot of people don't know after the Harlem Renaissance, hella people from Harlem moved to specifically the Fillmore District, Western Addition. So I feel a connection to that, and they're like mentors I never met before. So, I always be on that heavy, and it's just funny, too. It's keep you witty.
Oh, it's so funny, dude. Like, I mean, I hear people say it all the time, but at the frequency that y'all have been saying it,
It's hella funny, bro.
it's so funny, dude.
You can even play pause with women, too. Like, hey, yo, pause that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you put a woman in a friend zone. You know what I'm saying? But I encourage all artists to set their intention. You know what I mean? Before you produce something, before you rap on something, before you create, set the intention of where you want it to go, because that's what we did with Eat a Salad.
Well, there's like a lot of artists right there that don't set the intention. They kind of just blindly navigate, which I guess that could get you somewhere. But like part of the work is to know where the destination is, to know what that destination might entail, what kind of like journey that is. And that comes with setting the intention. And you knew exactly what you wanted to do when you made Big Step and when you made Eat a Salad, dude. Because like now this is forever going to be remembered. I'm texting people saying like, I got Stunnaman coming through, and they'll be like, what? And there's a salad emoji. The salad emoji has a completely different meaning to it now. I was talking to some people at the job that I work at. I said, I'm gonna have Stunnaman on. They're just like, what, Big Step? Like crazy, it's a thing that like it's so cool. When people do that whisper thing about like when you have someone dope coming on, they're just like, well, you gonna have this? Like the feds are watching or something.
Wait, man. He didn't even know I was gonna bring DJ Westcoast.
Dude,
man.
what a surprise, eh?
Much love, man.
Shout out to your people too.
I
Tell them
appreciate
thank
y'all,
you.
man.
Dude, yeah, we'll do.
He didn't even know I was gonna
Yeah,
bring
man,
DJ
what's the
Westcoast.
journey been like? Life has been great in the past few years for y'all.
Oh man, yeah, great. So basically, man, we got some of the hottest music in the streets, not with just the Eat a Salad, but with the Dum Dum movement by Joe Moses, produced by myself. You feel me, man? That song is up there with Soak City right now. I just came back from LA. They did Rolling Loud. It was played at Rolling Loud.
Wow.
Yeah, man, and I'm like one of the youngest people, and I want to say one of the first, DJs to have a record like in 5 months span to go from the Bay Area. We from the Bay Area all the way to a big platform like Rolling Loud. So man, that was God's grace. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And I'm very grateful for the opportunities that have been awarded to me. But we've been working real hard too, and like Stunnaman was talking about, moving with attention, not just with the music, but like in our everyday lives. So when you're moving like that, you just bound to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? You stay good. You know what I'm saying? You treat your people right. You eat a salad. You stay healthy. You keep the temple right, the mind right, and you stay focused on your path. You know
When you first started out, like imagine West Coast at that age, just picking up whatever instrument you started picking up with, and to see like West Coast now, what do you think that would make that younger West Coast feel like?
Oh
dude?
man, young West Coast will be proud.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've accomplished a lot of the goals that I set for myself.
Yeah.
But I understand between short and long term goals. As we accomplish those goals, you got to go get new goals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that I was setting the bar so high for myself at a certain time, but we accomplished it with ease to the point to where it's like it's undeniable because what we
Sound
have,
like Nipsey Hussle.
yeah, man, because what we got, man, is God given. You know what I'm saying? What we have, like with the positivity, when you put those positive vibes out, you get positive rewards back. And I feel like just because we've been moving like that since I've been a youngin' is why we're able to be blessed like we are now. Yeah. Especially with the career and having proper intention. You know what I'm saying? Having a proper intention on what you're trying to do. Like, I know that I want to be one of the biggest DJs in the world. I know I want to be one of the biggest producers. I know I want to be one of the biggest performing artists, not just in the West Coast, but in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then Lincoln was still winning. Hey, man, you bound to win. You know what I'm saying? So we putting it together like that, man.
And I think what's gonna make y'all propel forward even more than you guys already are is the energies that you guys come with.
Thank you, man.
Almost immediately, like when you guys came through.
Wild, the energy we come with.
The energy, it's really just energies, man. It's like this is my home, and I'm supposed to make y'all feel like guests. But you guys came through and made me feel like a guest in my home. You offered to go downstairs to get me water.
It's the love, man.
Which is crazy, dude. Like you're more Filipino than I am with the hospitality.
Pinoy, maganda punda gatito. You know what I mean? But it's just all love, and through the success, the biggest takeaway I want to have anybody who's watching this and understand is that we still figuring it out. Yeah, we still figuring it out every day. And I think what people don't really talk about is through the success, figuring out the business side of it. With me, I'm always learning something new every day. How can I help and elevate what I'm doing? How can we create more streams of income and revenue? Because we're independent at the end of the day. So, and we're independent in our own lane. We come from, what we consider the quote unquote low socioeconomic background. When you want to call it the hood, you want to call it the projects, or you want to call it poverty, and then we also in a realm of where we're not industry artists, we're artists in the industry. So we're not backed by a machine right now. Our machine is us. So, in that, being able to navigate that, having 3 songs that when you bring them up, people are like, oh, having movies, Last Black Man and Freaky Tales that people understands, being in TV shows like Blind Spotting, shout out to my guys, David Diggs, as well as Raphael, and then being in that realm and understanding we doing this all independent from the bottom, it's like we're learning as we go. And I don't think people understand about independence. When you're at true independence, it's always a revolving door of reinvesting in yourself. Man, and me coming up, one of the mistakes I made was, you get something and you think like, oh, I can use this to enjoy. And it's like the reality of it is, if you backed by a machine, for the most part, you can do that. But when you're independent, it's you get that to go to the next level. And you still might be building, and you might not necessarily have more than you started with, but you've gone further. Yeah. And that's the part I'm learning. Like, okay, we're constantly reinvesting, we're constantly reinventing, we're constantly relocating, reacclimating, and we're like, okay, and that's the part I'm learning right now. And I had to relearn, and I had to take a step back. Like, hey, we have to shut down traveling this year because we getting this money, but that's not supposed to be spent on going on vacation. Yeah. Let's take a year to go, okay, if we're gonna go on a trip, let's make it a business trip. Yeah. Let's make it work for us. If we're gonna go do something, we're gonna invest funds into something. Let's put it into the brand. So okay, we miss out on a year or two of enjoyment, but now we can go travel for the rest of our lives. And I think that was the biggest thing, learning right now through the success. And I just wanted to say that because I want artists who are very independent and looking to partner with a major or an investor to make sure you learn and understand the business, because that's the biggest thing I've been learning. I mean, so.
You got to be intentional with it, like with everything. Mm-hmm. LaRusso was telling me that I was giving him props on like how he navigates business like a gentleman, and how and
he don't have to at the end of the day.
You don't have to, but he says the way that he navigates, he says the way he treats his business is the way he treats his art.
Man, that's hella dope.
Which is both intentional, you know, and it's both, it's all personal. And so like when you say like, yeah, you got to enjoy yourself when you do get the fruits of your rewards of your hard work. I'm sorry. What are you gonna do with that? There is a balance of enjoying it. Definitely get that dopamine rush. But yeah, if you're gonna make a trip out of something, you don't just go to the Bahamas and then just blow that money away. You gotta reinvest in yourself,
create content in it,
and then boom, let's make it a business trip too.
And it's dope to have somebody like LaRusso in our backyard. No pun intended. Shout out to the Pergola.
Yeah,
because it's dope to have peer mentors who are doing it that you can see. Like, okay, LaRusso did it this way. Okay, how am I inspired by this? How do I learn by this? How do I take content and create a business? And I think people who aren't in the capacity to learn from what he's doing, it's in a space to where you know, never compare yourself to people who are doing stuff, because comparison is a thief of all joy. But the moment that you're not able to be inspired by what somebody's doing, that's insecurity.
Yeah.
Because you have to be, I'm inspired by West Coast every day, and I'm able to, even though I might be critical in certain things he does, I have to take a step back and be like, okay, West Coast is teaching me why I'm doing something. You got to be inspired by your peers. And a dope quote LaRusso had was, you know, you got to do people always say when they do a person wrong, it's just business. But it's like, we humans though. Like, so at the end of the day, how you are as a person, that's bleeding through your business. So at the end of the day, you know, when you do this business, what type of person are you? Yeah. You know, how are you going to help and impact people? And I feel like, you know, you gotta have a level of security and open-mindedness to learn from these great people around you. And then you have to surround yourself with great people. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the thing about the Bay Area, dude. Like I something where creating art can be so difficult and competitive. And could be easily driven by insecurity. Something that I take pride in this hub that we call the Bay is that it's way more collaborative, inspirational than it is competitive. Like it's nuts that I'm seeing your name collabing with other people that I've had on this podcast.
That's raw. That means you doing something right too.
That's like, and then it's
pat
like
yourself on the back.
I mean, thank you, man. I deeply appreciate that. But like, what if this platform gets 5 extra people to listen to Eat a Salad, gets 5 extra people to listen to West Coast stuff, then I did my job, man. And this is truly like a selfless platform, because I love seeing my homies win, dude. Because that means I'm winning.
That's right,
dude. It's like it's
still winning.
Still winning, dude. Even when you texted me that, I read it through text. I was just like, "Fuck, I'm pumped for this podcast, dude."
So I made sure I send it to one with it. It spread the whole scene, and I think in the Bay, like, you know, it's dope that you acknowledge that. That's beautiful, because it's the Bay Area bubble, and I feel like it's a blessing and a conundrum at times, because we stay authentic to a degree to preserve our culture. You know, it does limit us at time. You do have to get outside of the culture to really connect to the world, because the world is on a different vibration than us. That's why sometimes people might not understand, but a lot of times when you get the negative connotation or perception of it is due to the quote unquote scarcity, because there is scarcity in the Bay. Unfortunately, gentrification has happened to make the living conditions very hard for some people, you know, and that brought on situations where it's like, damn, I need to get mine, or because at the end of the day, in order to be selfless, you have to be able to have something to give. If you have nothing to give, that literally, shout out to the great philosopher Uncle Rudy, the true proposition or the true perpetuation of a player is self-preservation. So in order to continue life, you have to preserve yourself. If you don't have anything to give from you, then how would you give to anybody else? So I think, you know, I would love to see the West Coast get back to that. And, you know, I feel like DJ Westcoast is a pioneer of that, preserving the sound and, you know, utilizing not just what's happening in the Bay, but intertwining the whole West Coast with global sounds. You know, he's always innovating and doing something new.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, and like the way you're doing it, like that sound of the Bay Area is preserved with like inflections of having it be able to evolve at the same time. You know, man, because when I was my girl, I wish she was here, but she's at work. Rest in peace, because she's also in biotech and that shit could be grueling. But,
Oh man,
but
live in power.
she's live in power. Yes,
Yeah, there we go.
She's a real Bay Area type gal, and she listens to like some Bay Area hitters. And so when I was playing your shit, she was just like, "Man, she said these words. What you're playing right now is the epitome of Bay Area slaps." That's just, dude.
Much love, man.
Dude.
West Coast.
Much love.
Yeah, I mean,
That makes me want to go home and make another beat.
meaning that I accomplished my job as well. If we could just keep re-inspiring each other, like, do you guys ever have those bouts of like creative deprivation of just like there's those days where you're just like, fuck, man, like this is tough. I don't want to do this. Some people call it imposter syndrome sometimes, where you're just like, do I only want to do this? Do I deserve to do this? Do you guys have those like moments at all?
I feel like we all, in any art, in any profession, we go through that. But I feel like it's all about inspiration. And then people like, I speak for myself personally. I move around a lot now. When there was a time when I was just more in the house, just to my thoughts, I dealt with that a lot more. What we call beat block or writer's block, or I don't feel like really making the beat today. But when you start going outside and you actually start living your life and actually experiencing life, whether that be with new people, whether that be with the new experiences at a job, or in my case, my work is DJing. So I might be at a party, I might meet somebody important, I might meet another celebrity or something, I might have an encounter with some money or with my friends or a beautiful woman or something. I can go home and write about it. You feel me? So. Or put the emotions that I felt, because I'll go out and as a DJ, I'm in charge of the energy, so I'm surging out a lot of energy. So when it comes to going back home and actually creating something from scratch, it's like I'm already like feel like extra supercharged up when it comes to sitting down and get ready, because I can make music with more intent. A lot of people, I feel like right now, they just making music to make music, because this is the music business, this is the music industry, and a lot of these artists. They have to put up that product on the shelf in order to keep going, because this is a business. If you have a business, that means we're serving you a product, which is the music. And a lot of times it will become a job for most artists to where, okay, I'm going to just come up with anything and write about anything. And then I feel like over time we get these songs that are stacked on top of each other that all sound kind of alike in one way or another. And it's a sound, and I'm not taking nothing from nobody. This is just my personal experience as a DJ. And I'm listening to these records because I have to in order to figure out what's the hottest thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Or for the clubs or for the parties or whatever I'm doing. I'm a DJ. If you're a DJ, you understand I got crates. You dig what I'm saying? So we putting it together like that, but then it's just like you want to make sure that what you're putting out remains authentic. And it remains fresh, and it remains new, and it remains like you can only do you so well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we trying to sound like other people, or we get inspiration from other people because we artists. But it's like I can only do me so well. Like if I got in the studio and wrote Big Steppin' instead of Stunnaman, probably wouldn't work. Because that came from
because
him.
I didn't write it. I punched in.
You
feel
punched
me?
in.
Come on,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? Only Stunnaman can do Stunnaman. Only West Coast can do West Coast. But you feel me? We are so unapologetically ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta just keep pushing what we got going on in order. I say for our happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm over here being fake, trying to sound like the next person, that type of stuff, that's acting. That only lasts so long.
I think you're saying it so perfectly, and just to compliment what you're saying, like you touched on something in the beginning, pause of what from the question, it was experience. And I was like, when I'm not experiencing enough, I wouldn't say I'm not motivated. It's just like, then you start telling other people's stories. And I feel like, you know, sometimes if I ever get into a depression or if I get into a place in my life where I don't want to create, it's oftentimes due to lack of rest or lack of experience. When I overexhaust myself and I deplete myself, next thing you know, it's like, damn, I might get that imposter syndrome. And then I take a nap or I sleep for a whole day. I'm like, oh, I got my energy back. I'm lit. Hold on. All I needed to do was go to sleep. Fuck what anybody talking about. I'm the only Stunnaman02. Fuck what niggas saying. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Sometimes all you needed was a nap. And, you know, a nap.
Sometimes all you needed was a nap.
Nap
For
is
real,
a
though.
superpower. You know what I'm saying?
That's
All you
real.
needed was to sleep. All you needed was to rest.
A
You know,
nap or a snack.
that's why sometimes when people ask you a difficult question and it's hard for you to comprehend, sometimes you need to sleep on it, because when you sleep, you go to another dimension. Oftentimes where Albert Einstein, who was studying all these amazing things, equal MC squared, he went to another dimension when he was asleep, and he would have a notepad right next to him, because as soon as he woke up from his nap, he was sleeping in 4-hour intervals. He would write something down. So, you know, he said it so
You gotta
perfectly.
keep your dream alive, man. Where do we dream?
And
you're right.
Come on, man. You got to create the dream in another dimension and bring it back here, because at the end of the day, if you don't do that, how will you see it? He said it, another thing, just to compliment it, he said it like literally, if you're not creating your own dream, you're going to create somebody else's dream. So you get in the rat race that I was talking about. This whole conversation is cyclical. Go back to the beginning. I talked about that rat race. And then next thing you know, you're just trying to make what everybody else is making or do what everybody else is doing. And you lose your authenticity. Like, it can only be one you. Even if you got a twin, there's only one you. Even if you're a clone, you still got a different number than that clone. So it's only one you. So it's like the moment you try to spin fitting in, you lose the ability to stand out. And then now all you doing is try to fit into the industry or try to fit into whatever you're doing, rather than being the anomaly, rather than being the innovator. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He does podcasts as well. But that why would you try to fit in when you were made to stand out? You know what I mean? You
People
know,
be scared, man. That's the answer to your question.
and
It's
fear is a part of this. Doubt is a part of this. But it's, do you go into that? You know what I'm saying?
That fitting in shit you was talking about right there, that's real. Because it's just like peer pressure is a motherfucker.
Yeah,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? It's crazy. Like growing up in grade school, the survival of the fittest means to fit in, right?
Yeah.
And that is robbing you of your individuality. And what we thrive as artists nowadays is our individuality. So it's kind of like we're trying to unlearn what we learned growing up, right? And
yeah.
and to touch on what you were saying earlier, you know, like you can make, it's crazy that it works with beat making too, is that it's your experiences that motivate, thank you. It's your experiences that motivate, your artistry.
Even the notes that I play, man. That's why it's just like, even when it comes to the production, I don't use loops. If you make beats, or if you know how music production works, man, loops and programming these songs, man, that ain't the way.
Everything is
You
just
feel me?
from
I
scratch.
feel like it's a good starting point, but it's just like with music is what would be the right word for hearing? It's like it's a canvas, but you hear it. It's like you're literally painting a picture. You're painting a picture as an artist.
An interpretation.
Yeah.
I bring the, I'm sorry, go.
No, you're good. Just saying like that. You literally have to paint a picture, and in order to have that vision in your mind, you actually got to go out in the world and go.
It's a language you
You gotta go
translate.
Yeah.
see it in order to put it down. You
Dude,
gotta
it's
go
life.
experience it.
When I had LaRussell on, shout out to him
Should
again.
should I make this closer?
No, I think you're good.
Okay,
Oh, you got
good.
something on your lip, man.
Thank you, man.
Oh, dude, I like that we're in the game of just like, hey, telling each other there's
Nah,
something
you got to, man,
artistic.
because you want to be on point
You
when
gotta
you're on
stay
camera.
fresh.
Oh,
man.
absolutely,
You
man,
don't tell your
absolutely.
partner he ain't fresh.
I feel like if you let your homie walk around looking phony, you're not really the homie.
Oh no! Please tell me like something wrong with like my hair, my shirt, or anything. Like
You
that.
look fresh, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Who's the
Appreciate
people?
that.
The Sopranos.
The Sopranos.
And it's kind of racist, but they cool. That's a good
Yeah,
show.
they were very racist. Yeah,
man.
I should burn this shirt.
Nah, it's a great show. I appreciate good shows.
They were being authentic to their time period.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
what that
And
was.
racism is definitely authentic to American time.
American culture.
Yeah, for sure.
That was-
American
that was
culture.
the American culture.
Don't
was
lose your
built
point about
on-
what you was about to say.
Oh no,
on
I got
racism.
that. I got that on lock.
Yeah, definitely. And don't forget, we got to talk about Roll With It.
Yeah, roll with it with Lil Kim.
Yeah, you right
Or
though.
Lil Kayla, yeah.
It's authentic to American culture.
Sad but true.
Yeah,
I mean, is it
it's
sad at the end of the day? Like, you know, I think sometimes when you want to preserve some cultures, like, you know, I wouldn't say being racist, but like sometimes, you know, like I wouldn't say I'm not gonna say it's good or bad, but I think the way China preserved its culture was by being exclusive. And then, you know, they were able to build something to where like, hey, we have to protect ourselves for so long. Do I think America did it in the right or wrong way? You know, what is my opinion? I do believe though that culture perseverance or preservation, is necessary. And I think like, you know, even as speaking as a melanated man who has ancestry of African heritage as well as Native American heritage, Narragansett Native American from the East Coast, it's like sometimes not preserving our culture led us to allowing Americans to take advantage of it, or what we consider Americans. You know what I mean? So I think it's an interesting conversation and I don't think racism is the right word, but it is a word that can be used to really, when you think of a scientist, when you think of a specialist, when you think of a pianist, when you think of a guitarist, when you put that "ist" at the end of it, it's a person who is a professional at what they do. They love their craft. So it's like, I think because race is a negative and made up connotation, when you put racist, it developed this thing of negativity because it's made up. We need to make a new word and a new feeling around loving who you are. If I'm Filipino and I love my culture, that's not racist, you know, but we have to acknowledge what has happened in America. We have to rectify it, pause, and then on top of that, we have to move into a new way of how we look at certain situations, because I shouldn't be a black man or a melanated man, and because I love my people, that should be looked at as frowned upon. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think we got a lot of ironing out, and, you know, that's a deeper conversation at the end of the day, but you have to acknowledge what's going on. So, you know, hopefully we figure that out. And even if we don't, we still winning. You know what I'm saying? We still going to be millionaires on these billionaires and all these.
What I dig about you is that you, in your artistry, you touch on so many things. Like, you're fun, you're advocating health. But you're also like advocating like wisdom too. So like for example, like with eat a salad, that's advocating health. With something that's like a little more like fun, like it'll be like roll with it.
Have fun, yeah, roll with it.
Roll with it is hella fun, right?
Yeah, it's lit.
And then like you'll end a project with like Jesus walked, and that's some like real shit.
Listening.
Dude. Oh fuck yeah, dude. And that's one where I had to like stop a minute, because like that one was like a different angled track than the rest of them, and like the perfect like button, the perfect way to end the project, you know?
Yeah.
So like and that's like what, in my opinion, like true artistry is the fact that you're not only using it to propel one type of emotion, you're sparking a lot within the listeners, dude. You're sparking them to shake some ass. You're sparking them to watch their calorie intake, and you're sparking them to be knowledgeable of like, you know, real world issues. So I mean, props to you, bro.
You had a lot of
points.
You had a lot of points in Eat a Salad, like when you was rapping. You was rapping, bro.
My bad.
They got me on camera. I was trying to get a hand. Shook my own hand. Keep that in there. Keep that in there. Now, what you saying?
When he was talking about the wisdom, as far as like not just eat a salad, not just the action of just eating a salad, but you told them why they should eat the salad. And then these are some crazy things going on in the world, and I'm gonna touch on these points while rhyming to you. So it's just like,
oh,
Thank
dude,
you, man.
To have a message in something like music, you know, it's rhythmic poetry. It's words. It's the English language, or any language that you rap in. That is the thing that we're able to understand what you're saying, and the music that's produced behind it, like, you know, sends the message throughout the rest of your body when you're shaking it, you know? So it's so dope what you guys are doing, because it's
much
lit, man.
Man, it's
we
love.
just following our purpose. You know, we got a call from God, and you know, God said do this, and now we just figuring it out along the way. And then you learn some new things along the way. You keep doing it. You got to do it better than you did before. That's what we talked about in our meeting. It was literally West Coast he had a point in we have team meetings weekly. We need to have another one, actually. I'm gonna do a surprise one tomorrow. But he
6 a.m.
Yeah, nah, I don't know about that early. We used to have early workouts back in the day. I need to bring that back or bring that forward. But West Coast was talking about like how we gotta do it better than we've been doing it, and it's just like that's what improvement is, to do it better, to be better than you already were. You know, and sometimes it's not necessarily doing something different, but hey, if I'm bench pressing, you know, learning this new thing, okay, I was able to hit 10 reps. If I want to get stronger, that means I have to hit 11 or 12. So sometimes it's just improvement, and that's what we doing along the way, just improvement. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, all big businesses come with something new. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, we could say, let's say if we was talking about something unhealthy, like when the last time you probably been to a Jack in the Box or a McDonald's? They always, it's the same food.
Jack in the Box
it's the
something.
same shit that we've been eating for years.
Yeah.
But they always gonna have that little menu over on the side talking about something new.
Everybody loves retro
new item.
Jordans, just with a different color.
You know what I'm saying? Same with shoes or with clothes, man. It's like, you know, but clothes is different. That's like a form of art. That hit different.
Yeah, I think Chanel was saying something like one of the people on our team just sent us something like, you know, Chanel, they got $1 billion revenue off of 6 products. So it's like six bags. So it's like,
Wow.
you know, I like, you know, it's how you want to do it at the end of the day. Like, I'm learning simplification is the best method, you know, and a true stroke of a genius and intelligence is to be able to take something complicated and simplify it. We did that with Eat a Salad. We did that with Big Steppin'. We encompass the true life theory, the true experience of life in Big Steppin'. We talked about police brutality, enjoying life, working out in this one song. We talked about the importance of eating and just enjoying life, and why, like, all right, if you're sexually active, if you're dealing with problems with your diet, these current events that are happening in the world, this is why you need to go eat a salad. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I think that's my taking all these things and simplifying it, funneling it, so within this 2 to 3 minute span, you can get this vast place of knowledge. And that's where hip hop, when I really truly started to have a passion for hip hop, that was it for me. It was, how do I feel like I just read a book from listening to this? Yeah. How all of this knowledge got conveyed, and I still feel like I'm having fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Learn while you gig.
That's hard. Learn while you gig. Learn while you gig.
Please turn that into something, man. I'll be truly honored.
Man, I got my phone.
Well, this is recorded, so when I edit this back, I'll just I'll text
learn
you.
Learn while you gig. Learn while you gig. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. Like, truly, it's so dope when an artist uses their platform for something bigger than what music, than just objectively a 4/4 track with some vocals behind it type of thing. When the message is there and it like does truly create this movement, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And you guys are truly killing the game. Okay, to get back to it. Let me get back on what I was gonna say about LaRussell. LaRussell said
that was a good segue, because an artist using their platform to convey a purpose and a message, and then coming back to that. So that was dope.
Exactly. Perfect transition. So LaRussell told me when I interviewed him, I asked him, like, so what inspires you in the lab? And he said, life, man. And that's to touch on what you were saying. And with beat making, like, that's so crazy. That's not just with something lyrical, but it's something with beats. You got to experience something in life to be able to make a beat in the studio that is unlike anyone else, because that's your individuality.
You know how many times I've been with my partners, man, we accidentally came up with a hit or accidentally came up with a hook. Sometimes it was just catchy. We was talking shit and just said something. and then we kept repeating it. Yeah. And kept repeating it. Now all of a sudden you got a song. It's just, but that starts with the life, being outside, being with your people and just having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you're not looking for it. It just finds you, right?
Most of the time.
The law of attraction.
Most of the time, for sure. We have to attract. We got to attract what we want.
I had Hokage Simon on, if you guys know who that is. He plays keys for LaRussell.
Yeah, I met him at Empire. He was telling me, too. He's
Good
like,
dude.
bro, he kept telling me every time I'm seeing him at Empire, he's like, bro, I play the keys. I don't think I was there in my journey as a artist to work with him in that element, but I think we may have worked on a song or two. I don't know, but yeah, he's extremely talented.
He's dope, and he has a story to tell. I mean, that guy, it's not my story to tell, but he did beat cancer, and like what that does to an artist. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
What that does to an artist, and like that gives you this texture of like
That's my phone vibrating.
I was like, what am I hearing?
Nah, it's all good.
He says we're humans first at the end of the day, and that's what makes our art beautiful. You know,
I'm superhuman. No,
yeah, you're a superhero. You're gonna fly out of this
I'm
place.
an alien. I just feel like that was the perfect time. But
You're out of this world.
Nah, he right though.
Yeah, man, humans.
Nah, he shout out to him. I didn't know he may have told me that. I didn't know he beat cancer, but that's hella dope. I think
Extra shout out to him. Big shout out to him.
hell
shout
yeah,
out to
man, that's amazing. Like, cause cancer is a lot of people lose that battle, and just that's his resilience.
But not only is he a great musician, but now he has a testimony to tell. That'll
Yeah.
help other people. And
Yeah,
everybody.
he was saying, and I made a clip of it. I'll put it right here. But he was saying that like what he dealt with cancer may be even bigger than what his purpose was with music. You know.
Yeah.
You know, he's done so much musically. He's worked with some amazing artists, but like him experiencing that and being able to survive it and tell of this miracle gives him even much more purpose than music, and that's crazy.
Hell yeah, they keep him going. And whenever
Yeah,
you feel
dude.
like, oh, I don't feel like doing this or that, man, keep pushing, bro. Keep going, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Can we get a round of applause for that one time?
Simon. Round of
Shout out
applause
to
for
them,
Simon.
man.
To the guy.
Also, so let's get back to Roll With It with Lil
Oh
Caleb.
yeah, shout out to Lil Kayla, man. Shout out to all the women. Shout out to Tieta. Shout out to Lil Kayla. Shout out to Erica. Shout out to all the women that have been a part of just movements, and shout out to all the women that have helped Still Winning.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, you know, when you really think about it, women run the world. Women make the world go round.
Yeah.
You need that feminine energy. No matter how much you know, you need to have that around. You know what I mean? So,
Dude, my girl was excited when I was slapping Roll With It in the bathroom right now when she was getting ready for work,
that's dope.
and she was shaking it. She was
he was
throwing
like-
that
he
thing
was thinking
back.
about leaving it
She
in,
was
huh?
Just like, oh,
She's
just
like,
like,
you want to make a baby
I was
Christian.
like, don't go to work. I mean, we could go to work, but don't go to work.
Nah, stay here.
No, she was just like, is this Lil Kayla? And she was just like, because one of her favorite songs is Make His Pockets Hurt.
Bro, shout out.
Superstar.
Dude, yeah, and she was like, what track is this? I was just like, this is Stunnaman. And she was just like, and he's going to come to our house today? I was
That's
just like,
crazy.
yep.
Shout out to Lil Kayla, but you know,
The energy you put out. You have something on your Instagram of you guys just doing it a cappella.
yeah, we was at Summer Jam. That was me and Westcoast first show we ever did together.
Wow.
You know, of course, we rehearsed for that, but you know, having the presence of Lil Kayla, having the presence of everybody who was a part of Still Winning at the time. You know, shout out to them. That energy was like you can't recreate that, and it's just, you know, her rap ability has been shown since whenever she started rapping, because she's been doing it for a minute. So it's not by chance that she's as great as she is, and to have the opportunity to work with her. You know, we recorded that at Empire with Drew, DJ Millions, and I think G Pop and Ski from Berkeley was in there at the same time, and it's just connecting to. I used to live in New Orleans, so being able to recreate that sound or connect the Bay to New Orleans, that track is definitely one I love, and I should even push it more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
But yeah, that was a special time.
Bro, with it one of them ones, bro.
Man, I know. How did you feel about Summer Jam? That was a special.
Man, Summer Jam was an otherworldly experience. If that makes sense. That was like Stunna said, that was our first show together.
Oh, dude.
That's crazy that our first show was on one of the biggest platforms.
Yeah.
You could say,
That's so
honestly,
crazy.
in the West Coast. Not just in California. Like Summer Jam.
Not even just the West Coast. Nationally, like, because there's different Summer Jams. That was just ours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just like, yeah.
What did that feel like?
It was very exhilarating. It was very exhilarating. I could say that. I knew that that's where I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because that was one of my first events, or I should say a concert of that magnitude. I had thrown some of the biggest parties in Sacramento. I had thrown some of the biggest events in the Bay. I had been all up and down California working, but as far as like Summer Jam, those places that hold 15, 20,000, 25,000 people, crazy amounts of seats, it's a different experience, man.
Because it's so dope already to like to perform in front of an intimate crowd. You know, that shit has its place and its time and place. But I can't imagine in front of thousands of people. Like the dopamine rush y'all must be getting.
Man,
For your
that
guys'
shit,
first performance.
for the podcast, man, that shit better than sex, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro.
And he know he a
bro,
horny
I'm
motherfucker.
gonna tell you this right now, bro. Like when you in front of when you have the crowd participation of over 15,000 people, you almost feel like a real superhero. I feel like it's real power. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like it hit in a different way. And then the fact that you're able to push a positive message to all of those people is like the aftertaste of it. It's just amazing. It's just like we was able to push some positive stuff to a lot of people.
I think that experience also for us was very interesting. I would call it affirming. And we were the openers, you know. We on a lineup with a whole amazing people. We were not only the openers and set the tone, but we were the only people to bring a female artist out in an all-male lineup. So I think that was, very important. Showing how important, women are, and to seeing the reaction to Lil Kayla when we brought her out at that time. They brought her out.
They lost their motherfucking minds, bro. She like, for real, that's the effect. That's the effect she got on people, for real. When she walk into the room, man, they love her, bro. Man, she's a musical genius, a rap genius. And it's like, it was affirming because even though we were the openers and set the tone, I ended up performing Big Steppin' 2 more times after that. It was a time where they played it and I came out, and then I'm from San Francisco, even though the earth is my turf, and I connect to so many different places. It was I think the 30th year celebration of RBL Posse as well, and even those ties run deep to the fact that my god kids, a pair of my god kids, their dad is the son of Mr. C, who was a part of RBL Posse. So, unfortunately he passed away, but, me and him have a good bond. Shout out to Kyle Church. Shout out to Misha Church, and us to perform on a stage with RBL Posse right before Roddy Ricch. So this is at the literal prime of the crowd. And it was just it's a full circle moment to be the start of the show and basically end the show. And we didn't know Roddy Ricch was coming because they said his plane was delayed, and so it was like a real full circle moment, but affirming to let us know we may be here in terms of our exposure and people who know us, but our talent wise, we can be able to entertain these people at this level. And then Too Short bringing us out recently on the West Coast tour or the tour he did with Snoop and Wiz. You know what I'm saying? And doing it again at the Concord Pavilion and the Golden One. Shout out to Too Short, DJ Slowpoke, everybody a part of that. And Wiz tapping in and being like recently eating a salad and saying, "Man, I didn't get to say what's up at the tour." But so it's just it's confirming that the universe reminds you at the end of the day. And then also, here's another thing too, Stun. It also shows like as far as to your performance ability, and I say our performance ability too, because we can pull up to a concert and they might not necessarily know who Stunnaman02 and DJ Westcoast is. You know what I'm saying? That's just the real. You feel me? We might pull up and they might not know who we are, but they know who we are after we leave.
Oh, they're gonna know.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're gonna know. As soon as we touch that stage, after we leave the stage, they're gonna know for sure.
Even if it's not a stage, even if it's just like a conversation like this, people will remember you. I've met a lot of people on this earth doing this damn thing, and just like how extroverted I am, and just the things that I get myself into.
Don't forget guapo.
Yeah, and how super guapo I am, and just facially symmetrical I am.
Yeah,
so many people, you don't know how many women just throw their panties at me.
Man, I know your lady be nervous, or y'all look like y'all like to have fun, so I know y'all be having a good time. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yeah, we got some Bogotá.
Dude, my lady's a 4'11" Filipino woman. She could just get thrown around.
Now they keep it lit, you know what I'm saying? There you go, you know what I'm saying? Hey, ladies, he letting y'all know like they like to participate, you know what I'm saying? So y'all.
But yeah, no, like all jokes aside, it's I've met a lot of people on this planet, and you guys are easily the most memorable. Like, you guys are up there. Like, I ain't gonna forget this.
Much love to you.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna forget you.
I appreciate that.
Man.
Yeah,
at all.
Man,
especially since this is all recorded. I don't think anyone will forget
Get that, you know what I'm saying? See,
that,
comedic timing.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So
I appreciate y'all. No, this is dope. And I think it's about time that we put on some beats. You sent me an instrumental. If you're ready to rap.
Yeah, let's rap some.
And I think after that, I mean, do you freestyle at all?
Freestyle a little song.
You freestyle a little something.
Then we
okay,
can have fun. We'll
have fun. So you rap your thing over the instrumental that you sent me, and then after that, put on some some beats, and then we'll just we'll freestyle.
Yeah, we'll have some fun. You got to rap too and sing.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I can sing because my voice was lost over.
I don't want to hear that shit, man.
I mean, I can try. I don't know if I want to do it on the podcast. I'll see for you guys outside of this.
If you sing, I'll sing.
I would just love to hear you sing, period.
All right, okay, cool. We'll do that. West Coast got to sing too. Here.
I want to hear harmony.
Before we do this, I just want to say this is my perception of the West Coast as of right now. So let's get it. Yeah, we having fun. If you got who we was, just remember this. We still winning. Can I take a minute just to talk my shit? Cause this West Coast shit got a nigga real sick. Rent too high, niggas can't pay shit, can't park nowhere, everybody getting bit. Getting tired of these damn politics. How a nigga show love, get treated like a bitch. I need a vent or a nigga getting stripped, so hey,
come on, let's go.
How you showing hate when a nigga showing love? If a nigga got a problem, we can go and get the gloves. Who said a gang member can't have no fun? Niggas must never seen a thug cut a rug. Not a street nigga, but I'm still from the hood. Wanna know where I'm from the wish a nigga would. Niggas lift weights and still smoke woods. Hustle all day and treat women good. You the type that like to act crummy with a nigga, old scummy ass nigga, old bummy ass nigga, no swag. Having ass bummy ass nigga. Stop playing with me and get ugly ass nigga. I'm the type that like to get money ass nigga with the honeys ass nigga. You a buggy ass nigga. Wanna see you shine, I'm a sunny ass nigga. West Coast 18 dummy ass nigga. Can I take a minute just to talk my shit? Cause the West Coast shit got a nigga real sick.
Come on.
Rent too high, niggas can't pay shit. Can't park nowhere, everybody getting bit.
Come on.
Getting tired of these damn politics. How a nigga show love, get treated like a bitch. I need the vent or somebody getting stripped.
Come on, West Coast.
Let me ask you a question. Who from my city make hits like this? Get money, have fun, keep it lit like this. FNG, they be on the same shit. Me, Barry Bonds, and I think that's it. They do not want to see a nigga live. Got me fucked up, I just might switch. I'm fed up, I just might glitch. Bitch ass niggas can't blackball shit. If you can't keep it, you can suck my dick. Put your hands on a woman, you can suck my dick. Won't see another day, you do something to a kid. Make me want to beat a nigga up real quick. Can I take a minute just to catch my breath? It's snakes in the grass, gotta watch our step. She said, did you get my text? Let's have SEX. Where to find women at from the East Coast, West and the South, ooh, I love those. Midwest and around the globe. Let me see you touch your toes. Left to right, now stop then pose. Now turn up, put on a show. Why you so far? I need you close. Now press play, record, upload. Can I take a minute just to talk my shit? Cause this West Coast shit got a nigga real sick. Rent too high, niggas can't pay shit, can't park nowhere. Everybody bit. Getting tired of these damn politics. How niggas show love, get treated like a bitch. I need to vent or somebody getting stripped. So can I take a minute just to Hey, can I take a minute just to Hey, can we talk our shit? West Coast, what you want to vent about?
Hey, let me talk to him one time. Let me talk to him one time. Walked in the club and the ladies all fine.
Hey.
Walked in with Stunnaman, all the ladies all mine.
Wow.
Hey, man, I'm on the podcast, doing my dance, doing my thing. And we going up one time.
Hey, we on the podcast and they like to shake it fast. And we like pretty women, slim or with ass, chilling with my homie, and we getting money, and we having fun, and we doing anything that the alarm going off. But that don't mean a motherfucker finna stop. We just finna turn that shit off. Hold on, I'll be right back. Don't stop.
Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop.
I like black women, Latinas, Filipinas, Indianas, and Indians, everything. We like the melanated. We like white girls too. You can bring the whole crew. Pull up on us and still winning to do what we do. Like it's 2 Live Crew. Man, we just having some fun. Come on.
That shit was so fire. What the fuck, dude?
West Coast, just rap for a minute. Can we make a hit in front of everybody?
Always.
Yeah. It's DJ Westcoast and Stunnaman02. We've been sent here from another dimension to restore the collective equilibrium through holistic methods. That's too much to process. Just remember this. We still winning. When I hit the club, she said she wanna take it off. If I see that dude slipping, I might break it off. Who? Hey, I think she finna break me off. She got chips and she got dip. I said, wait, hold on. Hey, they finna turn my song on. Hey, man, and I'm with West Coast. We on the best coast, and that's the blessed coast. We to the East Coast, and it's the Beast Coast. If I take my shirt off, then these women going crazy. When I take my shirt off, women wanna have a baby. When I take my shirt off, hold on, I already said that. But when I take my shirt off, man, they said, do it again. Stunnaman02, man, they wanna be my friend. They wanna touch my ends, but I said you can't do that. I'm chilling in the ends out in London. Man, you know we having fun getting money. Man, what's the hook like? Ha, we keep it lit, bitch. Ha, look, we keep it lit, bitch.
Keep it lit.
Ha, look, we keep it lit, bitch. I'm with the West Coast, and we doing, take it from me real quick. What we doing? Hey,
we keep it lit,
bitch. Ha,
We keep it lit.
come on.
We keep it lit.
West Coast.
We keep it lit, West Coast, and I'm known to keep it lit. West Coast Stunner, yeah, I'm the shit, And pull up to the club, I'm getting in, And you know I'm finna leave with the bitch, Man, you know I'm going crazy, Man, I pull up and I'm snatching on they ladies, yeah. Man, we going up, hey. West Coast Stunner, I don't give a fuck, boy, it's lit, Yeah, it's lit in here, Yeah, it's lit in here. I got the drip in here.
Ain't finna have a fit. We don't talk about who relevant. We intelligent, having hella fun, man. You know they think we selling it. I think these ladies selling it cause they got hell of it. Man, they be saying that they celibate but selling it. And we were Christian. Shout out to God. Man, we were Christian and we finna mob. Yeah. Shout out to the Christian mob. Shout out to the vegan mob. Man, she trying to come and slide. Man, this delegate's her job. Man, we just having fun. Fucked around and then we made one. Yeah. When you hear this shit, everybody just yell, "Bitch, we lit! Come on!"
Hey, yeah, we lit. Get it lit. Get it lit. Yeah, we lit. Yeah, we lit.
Hey, shout out to the thick women. Shout out to the skinny. Shout out everybody trying to cut up some pennies. Shout out everybody trying to come here with plenty. And if you ain't got nothing, stack it up to plenty. Come on. Hey, West Coast Stunner. That's having fun, man.
Wow.
That's what lit.
Wow, that shit was so fun.
Walked in the club and I'm leaning. Bossed up, sauced up, I got your baby dreaming. I got your lady looking, but you can't see that she see me. I had your lady looking, now I got your lady screaming. Bitch, I'm gangsta leaning, now these haters is competing. She ain't never cheat before, but now I got her cheating. Baby, you can't touch your boss, but baby, keep on reaching. Come on, West Coast, let's go. Let me wake this shit up. Y'all ain't like that, nigga. Big dog in this bitch, and I bite back, nigga. Make the chopper go, you can't fight that, nigga. Made him with him 3-piece, now it's night-night, nigga. But let me chill out, cause I'm gangsta leaning. Let me turn my swag on, let me get my Mac on, then beat it till the bag on. Yeah, baby, make it clap. Diamonds dancing on my neck. Bitch, you know the Rex. Digging in the scene with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean. Diamonds dancing on my neck. Bitch, you know what's next. Digging in the scene with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean. 3 thick hoes on me, and they all want pipe. Hair done, nails done, that's the type that I like. I might fuck your baby mama if the coochie still tight. We just fucking for the night, bro, we just keeping it light. And I got stupid racks, nigga, but we keep it low key. Nigga speaking to a nigga like they really know me. She wanna be my ride or die. Hold on, baby, show me. Keep a player every time, you don't even know me.
What else?
Big man, and I'm gangsta leaning. Hold on, I'm a player, I'ma keep it pimping. Hold on, let me talk. You the only one shining on your team. You ain't a boss, and I'm walking in with sauce. But understand, I paid the cost to be a boss, nigga. Really pay, running up a check. Told little baby, say less. Come on, tell me I'm on to the next. Leaning on the hoe, and I won't deal with the stress. Diamonds dancing on my neck. Bitch, you know what's next. Digging in the scene with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean. Diamonds dancing on my neck. Bitch, you know what's next. Digging in the scene with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean. Hit a nigga with the gangsta lean.
3 thick hoes on me, and they all want pipe.
Hair done,
hoes on me, and they all want pipe. 3 thick hoes on me, and they all want pipe.
And then with sauce, but understand I paid the cost to be a boss, nigga. Really paid, running up a check.
What else?
Told little baby, say less.
Come on.
I'm on to the next. I'm gangsta leaning on the hoe, and I won't deal with the stress.
Come on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Appreciate you, man.
Dude, so dope.
Thank you, man.
So dope. This has been so much fun. You guys want to wrap it up with one more freestyle?
Let's do it, man.
We pass it off to each other?
Play some shit where we could like that's deep or something.
Ah, okay. I can put on a tight beat, or unless there are any beats you want to send me.
Like a melodic one, or not a melodic one, but like some shit we could talk about our lives.
Some life rap.
Yeah. We want to shout out to all the beautiful ladies, because I feel like sometime in the Bay, in the West Coast, really, you got too many people who perpetrating a lie. Everybody not no pimp. Nigga, I heard in Islamic religion that a pimp is lower than a thief. So let's change their belief. Let's start a new wave of treating women right, you know, not just for the night, but for our whole lives. Yeah. Is you a friendly man?
Open doors, you a gentleman? Or you the type to put your hands on a woman? We don't mess with those, we ain't blessed with those. Still winning, we don't even rock with those. We the type to pay for hair and we pay for toes. If you want it done shit, we'll do your nose. I'm not talking about playing with it, I'm talking about we getting dough and we paying with it. You want ass, titties, we could do that too. And if you want to have fun, you could bring the crew. We gonna pay for the whole dinner. We get money from the summer to the winter and back around. It's a cycle, and if you on your cycle, we ain't finna kick you out cause we ain't trifling. We the type that out here, we ain't really wifing, but we treating women good all the time. Man, what you need a ride home, you need a lift, man, we gon' call it, yeah, with the Swift. Can taking care of ladies is the right way. Man, take this West Coast.
On an all-day mission, all about the paper. And I was knocking bitches broke, pulled off in the scraper. I ain't trying with the bitch, I'm just keeping it player. And I've been macking so long, it's in the nigga nature. My OG pulled up on me here and he was rocking gators. He grabbed my hand, he bowed his hat, and then he said a prayer. Yeah, my leg in your favor, Lord, I pray you save him. And then, boy, I'm getting paper.
I thought we was supposed to talk nice to the women. He talking about giving them and macking them. Man. Let's go back to this. We're gonna talk nice to the women.
I'm saying talk nice to the women.
I see you do your thing, you look beautiful. You need your nails done and your cuticles. Man, you tired of working in that cubicle? Well, baby, come and call Still Winning. Yeah, what you wanna go? Invest in the business? What you like to do? Lashes or fitness? Oh, I see you working out good with your fitness. What you like to do? Hair or gymnast? We can do it all. We can go on ball. And in the fall, we don't never fall. What you said, your name Autumn? Oh, you look good. Where you from, the burbs? Or you said you from the hood? Man, let's go and get it. And if we get money, we could go and split it. Yeah. She said she want me to pull up and split it. She said I asked her how I feel. She said exquisite. Come on.
Yeah. Ladies real nice. I eat them out like some chicken fried rice. I'm like, damn girl, I could stay at home. You could bring the bread. I'll go stay on the couch.
Yeah.
Damn girl, I respect you a lot. I'll fucking take you to church. I'll give you a blood clot. Just kidding, cause I'm really all about your health. I'll give you all of this money because I'm all about your wealth. Come on girl, come on home. I got a meal. Come on girl, your feet just need a feel. I'll give you a massage, cause you know I'm super Asian. I'll do your taxes. I'll do the calculations. 1, 2, and 3 to the 4 with a nice Asian kid over at the door. Go motherfucking acapella. You fucking like my skin tone and it looks like Nutella.
Oh, gassing. Man, we just having fun, man. I actually don't be tricking. I want to start. Do I be tricking enough? I do enough for you?
Don't say it on the podcast. You everybody else.
Okay, man. Gotta keep it private. So yep. But nah, we just having fun. I feel like the world is on a vibration of appreciating women, and I feel like sometimes with the West Coast, we might not translate is we not necessarily appreciating the women. Yeah. So let's appreciate the ladies sometimes.
I love women. And
Me too.
I'm here for it.
Some motherfuckers act like they don't love women though. Gotta watch out for them. I mean, in all capacities.
I appreciate y'all. This was fun as fuck. That was a dope way to wrap this podcast up. I appreciate you guys for coming through. And this won't be the last time. There will be another time because you guys are dope. You guys are dope people. You guys have dope energies. And I'd love to make this happen again. And I'm here for your guys' further success because you guys are already killing the game.
Thank you, man.
And anything that I could do in my capacity with my skill set to help propel your guys' journeys forward, please hit me up.
Yes,
man.
You said it best, but just like how when we interact with the women, how they be with us, we're definitely gonna come again, Paul.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? West Coast like, hey, where are you going with that one?
Before we get out of here, go ahead and look into the barrels of your camera one at a time. Just plug your stuff. Let the people know, let the listeners know where they could find you, what they have to look forward to.
I'm gonna go first. Hey, look, this Stunnaman02 still winning. You know that's the brand, and we finna expand, man. Eat a salad. We big stepping because we still winning. Hey, make sure y'all go listen to this podcast because it's gonna forever last. It's timeless, not mindless, man. And don't forget, we still winning.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah.
It's your boy DJ Westcoast, man, coming in hot, man. Pause. We keeping it lit. Feel me? We spreading positivity and joy. It's your boy, DJ Westcoast, man. We got some of the hottest music on the streets right now. But I'm done by Joe Moses, produced by yours truly, man. Shout out Stunnaman02, man. Shout out this podcast, man. Everybody tap in. Click that subscribe button. Click that like button, man. Tap in. We keeping it lit.
All right, and one last thing. Look once again to the barrels of your camera and leave the listeners with a word, a phrase, a saying, something that they could go about their day with that reminds them that it can't be that bad.
Want to go first?
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. God first. Always keep God first. Keep your head held high, and then in the face of adversity, keep a good attitude, because that's how you see your blessings.
That's dope. I love that. Definitely got to keep God first. There's no success without successors. Anytime you compare your success, you already made yourself lesser. So only compare yourself to yourself. That's why there's only one O2. Because any person I compare myself is to me. I'm either in first or second place. Shout out to Grace. We giving grace.
And we still freaking winning.
Appreciate y'all. Till next time, you guys are dope as fuck. Baddies listeners, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find the podcast because you're already here. And until next time, peace.